NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. He wanted out of Cleveland. He got his wish. Baker Mayfield is headed to the Carolina Panthers. That from NFL Network's Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero. Now, NFL Network's Mike Garafolo adds that the Browns will receive a fifth-round pick in 2024 that can convert to a fourth-rounder based on Mayfield's playing time. The Browns will pay Mayfield $10.5 million this season, which means they trimmed over $8 million in cash and salary cap space. The Panthers will also pay Mayfield $5 million, and the quarterback did agree to trim $3.5 million off his base salary. Browns owners Dee and Jimmy Haslam say about the trade, quote, "We want to thank Baker for all his contributions to the Cleveland Browns. From the moment he was drafted, he gave his all for this organization and this city. With his fierce competitive spirit, he excited the fan base and accomplished things that no player at his position has done in a very long time." This has been an NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, where are we going for breakfast?
I kind of want a breakfast quesadilla.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing quesadillas for breakfast these days.
Well, Taco Bell is.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, they have this Bell breakfast box now that comes with this breakfast quesadilla that's super cheesy and a hash brown.
Okay, I wish I knew about this earlier.
And it has Cinnabon Delights and a coffee in it.
Why did I not know about this earlier?
Try the new $5 Bell breakfast box, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations during breakfast hours only, 7 to 11 a.m. for a limited time. Contact local store for prices and participation with fair. Tax extra. Drinks, food freezes.
For everything you need to head back to school at prices that won't hold you back, Staples has you covered.
I need it all. Notebooks, folders, crayons, and a unicorn backpack.
Everything on my list, in stock and price low.
Staples has you covered with everything your student needs for school. This week, Staples one-subject notebooks are just 35 cents each. Plus, Polly Pocket folders and Crayola 24-count crayons are only 50 cents each. Don't send your kids back to school. Send them forward at Staples, the working and learning store. N79 in-store only, limit 30.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. Good day, Gene.
Good day and good morning.
Well, it's another beautiful morning in the neighborhood.
It sure is.
Happens to be a Thursday, the 7th day of July, 2022. But July is just flying by, isn't it?
It's just zipping
yeah.
by.
Oh, boy. Yeah, before you know it, it'll be October.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, well. Anyway, I don't know if you heard about this, but Disney is offering a once-in-a-lifetime trip to all 12 of their parks. I didn't know they had 12, but it'll cost you $110,000. Okay?
To go to all of them, huh?
To go to all 12 parks. Now, here's the deal. Guests can go on the 24-day tour. It stops at all 12 Disney theme parks around the world. Cost of the trip is actually only a few bucks. Yeah, but $100,000 will cover the therapy you need to get that small world theme out of your head.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you get the bill.
Yeah. But that it's a small world just rattles around in the brain.
Wonder if they have that in every one of the parks.
I don't know. If my memory serves, they did it at the 1964 New York World's Fair.
Yeah.
And then carried it over
on. And it's been running ever since.
Oh, yes. And now you're going to have that stupid song rattling around in your brain for the rest of the day.
Could be.
Okay. Anyway, we've got birthdays to celebrate and a few other things that we can cover. Well, let's go ahead and get the birthdays.
Yeah, let's do the birthdays. And I was going to tell you, I'm going to check that out and see if all of those 12 parks, where they are, their locations.
Well, I know there's one in Paris. There's two in the U.S., one in Florida, one in
Japan,
Anaheim, one in Japan. I believe there's one in China.
I believe right.
I don't know. Maybe I'll Google that and we'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Birthdays. Remember Doc Severinsen.
I remember Doc Severinsen. How can you forget?
Yeah, he's 95.
Wow.
He, along with Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon, made up the Tonight Show when it was good.
When it was really, really good.
Yeah. Ringo Starr is 82. Richard Starkey to his friends. Warren Entner of the Grassroots, 79. Actor Joe Spano, 76. Singer David Hodo, the construction worker in the Village People, is 75. Actor Shelley Duvall, 73. Actor Roz Ryan, 71. Actor Billy Campbell is 63. Comedian Jim Gaffigan, and he can be funny, he's 56. Actor Amy Carlson's 54. Actor Georgia Fox, 54. Actor Cree Summer, 53. Actor Robin Weigert is 53. Actor Kirsten Van Ness is 50. Actor Troy Garrity, 49. Actor Berenice Bejo, 46. Actor Hamish Linklater is 46. Actor Ross Malinger is 38. Okay?
Okay.
Got local birthdays coming up. Stick around. Hey, bargain shoppers, there's a brand new grocery outlet in Brawley. Hi, I'm Carroll.
And I'm Tracy. We'll be broadcasting from the brand new grocery outlet Bargain Market in Brawley from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday.
Stop by and save.
That's Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the brand new grocery outlet on Panel Drive in Brawley. See you there.
Happy birthday, Hortensia de la Rosa, Claudia Ramirez, Martha Tamayo, Landon Sterling, Vanessa Ventura, Isabel Gomez, Filemon Magana, Cindy Arvizo, Marshall Tirado, Mario de la Torre, Jaden Vasquez, Martha Navarro, Tashara Fuller, Shaylin Smith-Barker, Mary Penson, and Carol Griffin. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay. Another quality list.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. A hacker group claims they got sensitive personal information on 1 billion Chinese residents after raiding Shanghai National Police computers. Yeah, the joke's on them. All they got was 1 billion recipes for fried rice and Peking duck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, they spread the wealth around.
I suppose.
They had something for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of turnabout fair play on China, don't you think?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now if we could just, turn that around on the Russian hackers, too. Oh, well. Anyway, we've got all sorts of things coming your way. You heard Tracy and I will be at the brand new from the ground up grocery outlet on Pano Drive at Highway 86 in Brawley. Mm-hmm. And, Marco Serrano is there, and we'll be talking to Marco.
Marco is going to be there for the opening, right?
Yes, yes. Well, he's there every day.
Every day he has to show up?
Every day he has to show up.
All right.
Yeah, it's part of the contract.
Boy, what's the world coming to?
Yeah, you got it.
You go to work, you give them your lifeblood, and they say, you got to show up.
Okay, now, new policies, and we've got the story. Mm-hmm. High school isn't going to start till 8:30 now. Mm-hmm. Because, getting up early is too much on the kids, right? How does that train you for the real world?
Not very well.
Okay, and another new policy in many districts, I don't believe it's in the districts here in the Valley, but you didn't turn in your homework on time, don't worry, you can turn it in any time. Oh, you flunked the test, you can keep retaking the test till you get it right.
That way you memorize it.
And that really gets kids ready for the real world. Yeah, show up for work and do your job.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, we told you that. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we've got to look at World and California news headlines. And it is brought to you this morning by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. They're here for you.
CBS News special report. Developing this hour, WNBA star Brittany Griner has pleaded guilty to drug charges in a Russian court. She said she did not intend to break the law and that she would give testimony after she had time to prepare. The next hearing is in a week. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
President Biden spoke with Brittany's wife, Sherelle, to make sure she knows we're doing everything we can to get Brittany home as quickly as possible. President Biden shared the letter with her that he is sending back to Brittany after receiving her deeply personal letter.
A rally was held for Griner last night in Arizona. Her wife, Sherelle.
I can't rest as her humanity is being stripped from her. I can't rest as her safety is in question. I honestly can't rest until she's home.
She could face as much as 10 years in prison. CBS News special report. I'm Wendy Gillette.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, 40% containment this morning on the Electra fire that's been burning near the town of Jackson in Amador County, with hopes for more progress today.
Eventually close that door to the north part of our fire, which is our main concern and our main priority.
Jeremy Pierce with CAL FIRE. Some evacuation orders have been lifted. Some others remain in place. 1,800 firefighters still part of the effort to put the flames out. In Panorama City, a man allegedly hits a 13-year-old boy with his pickup truck, then forced the boy into the truck.
The individual didn't really give the victim too much of a choice as far as getting in the car. He coerced him into the car and identified himself as a police officer.
Now in Hamilton with LA police is a witness who saw things unfold, followed the truck and called the Real police. They tracked down the suspect, arrested him and another man, and took the boy to the hospital. Police think the driver hit the boy on purpose. FDA giving the green light for California to start distributing Paxlovid for coronavirus infections. Agency announcing the decision, allowing pharmacists to prescribe the medication to patients over the counter. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
A child's body temperature rises 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's, and leaving a child in a hot vehicle can lead to their death very quickly. Tragically, in 2021, 23 children died in hot cars due to heat stroke. Many of these incidents occurred when parents or caregivers simply forgot the child was in the car. Please set yourself reminders on your cell phone or place something you'll need in the back seat so you don't forget your child. Always look for your baby before you lock. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Hey y'all, I'm country artist Andrew Janakis, and I'm back on air with Boot Barn.
Go running, 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 running for the truth. But we don't have to, so you don't have to come around unannounced and leave in the sunlight. Just when it's getting good, you hit me with a goodbye. Same thing every night, I can never get enough time. I want more of you.
Thanks for listening. You can learn more about the movement at bootbarn.com/backonair.
Is page one of the local news. Page one is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Did you know they have 3 locations in the Valley? At El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, a fatal injury collision occurring in the Valley. George Gale explained.
It happened west of Campo. California Highway Patrol says the incident happened over the weekend. 2 motorcycles were traveling east on Highway 94 near the U.S.-Mexico border. One of the motorcycles, ridden by 28-year-old Charlie Thau of San Marcos, was unable to navigate a curve in the roadway. The motorcycle swerved off the road, hit the south curb, and then struck 2 traffic signs and an embankment. The impact threw a Thau from the motorcycle. The injured rider died before he could be transported to a hospital. The incident is being investigated. CHP says they do not believe alcohol or drugs were factors in that incident. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Signed into law 3 years ago, Senate Bill 328 requires high school and middle schools change the starting time for students. Effective July 1st, California high schools pushed the start times back to 8:30 a.m., while middle schools will start at 8. According to the legislative sponsors, the change means students will now arrive at class ready to start the day with all the extra time they will have in the morning. The later start will mean classes will continue into the late afternoon. Sport practices will probably be affected, as a later afternoon start may cause some student athletes to reassess practices that run into the evening hours. Teachers may enjoy a later start to their day, but not so much the later afternoon. KXO News Time 7:43.
Hey, Brawley and the entire North End, maybe you heard. A local tire shop and service center is recently closed. I just thought you ought to know El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center is stepping up. They're here for you with everything you need, and you'll see some familiar faces at Quick Lane. Qualified senior technicians with the knowledge and experience to treat you and your car right. There's everything you need: lube, oil, and filter change. The best price on tires guaranteed. Auto air conditioning and cooling system service. El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and of course at El Centro Motors and the Imperial Valley Mall.
Local news continues. County Public Works announces the planned work. Here's more in the story.
It is scheduled for July 12th through July 14th. It'll be a 24-hour, 3-day closure on Butters Road from Shank Road to Rutherford Road. Project is an asphalt overlay. Motorists are asked to use an alternate route. Contact the County Public Works Department if you need more information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A traffic enforcement operation netted 2 suspects with outstanding warrants. The Imperial County Sheriff's Office conducted a traffic enforcement detail on Tuesday of this week in the Heber-Calexico areas. Deputies arrested 2 suspects with outstanding felony and misdemeanor warrants. The 2 were also in possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. Several other drivers were cited for various traffic violations. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley, El Centro, and Calexico. No, they're not in Calexico. No, they're at the mall, okay? I don't know where I got Calexico. I know where it is, but they don't have a Quick Lane there. Anyway, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Page 2 of the Local News and weather, all brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Brawley Chamber is hosting a free workshop on how to apply for a temporary food facility permit. George Gale has more in the story.
It will be held from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Wednesday, July 13th. Workshop is to learn how to apply for a temporary food facility permit. It is part of the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Brawley 2022 seminars and workshops. Workshop is free to all attendees, but registration is required. To register, go to brawleychamber.com. The presenters for this workshop will be Vanessa Ramirez and Mario Salinas. The chamber is located at 204 South Imperial Avenue in Brawley. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A big rig overturned and blocked a section of Interstate 8 Wednesday afternoon. The accident occurred at about 12:40 p.m. Wednesday. on eastbound Interstate 8 and the eastbound Highway 111 connector. The tractor-trailer rig ended up on its side and spilled some of its cargo. Traffic was pushed onto the shoulder of the roadway for a while, and then the eastbound lanes of the freeway were closed for almost 2 hours as crews worked to clean up the accident site. The truck driver suffered minor injuries in the accident. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says unusually dry conditions will persist through the remainder of this week. Temperatures will continue to increase in the Imperial and Yuma valleys, breaching 110 degrees by Friday. This type of above normal readings should last through the middle of next week. 103 our high yesterday, 75 the low. Sunny today with a high near 107, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 76, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Friday with a high near 110, south wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming northwest. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 112, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south in the afternoon. Sunday, sunny and hot again with a high near 112, northeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast in the afternoon. And right now downtown we're looking at 82 degrees, 45% our relative humidity, wind out of the southeast. We're looking at 5 to 7 miles an hour if you're keeping score. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Drop it like it's hot this summer at Kokopah Resort and Casino for your chance to win up to $1,000. We'll draw 2 winners each hour from 5 to 8 p.m. to drop a Plinko disc for rewards play and cash prizes every Wednesday and Saturday in July. You can earn entries starting July 1st daily by playing your favorite slots and table games with your rewards card. For complete rules, see the Kokopah Casino Rewards Club. We love our loyals at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network. They're working together to provide you the best care. Detained WNBA star Brittany Griner has pleaded guilty to bringing hashish oil into Russia, telling a judge that she had done so inadvertently while asking the court for mercy. The move is not expected to end her trial anytime soon. Even with a guilty plea in Russian criminal courts, the judge continues to read the full case into the record, and it could go on for weeks or months. Said Griner, I'd like to plead guilty, Your Honor, but there was no intent. I didn't want to break the law, Griner told the judge in English, which was then translated into Russian for the court. Major League Baseball action yesterday. Tigers topped the Guardians 8-2. It was the Cubs slipping by the Brewers 2-1. White Sox edged the Twins 9-8 in 10 innings. Blue Jays beat the Athletics 2-1. Angels rolled. They topped the Marlins 5-2. Shohei Ohtani, looking good. In 10 innings, the Mets over the Reds 8-3. Braves blanked the Cardinals 3-0. Yankees beat up on the Pirates 16-0. Orioles nipped the Rangers 2-1. Nationals edged the Phillies 3-2. Rays ripped the Red Sox 7-1. Royals over the Astros 7-4. Giants topped the Diamondbacks 7-5. And the Dodgers, they just slipped by the Rockies 2-1.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, they're playing in London. Yeah, well, despite everything that's going on with the government, it's the Wimbledon. And Rafael Nadal and Nick Kyrgios have reached the men's semifinals at Wimbledon. Yeah, they're moving on. And Novak Djokovic rallied from 2 sets down to defeat Jannik Sinner. He'll face Cam Norrie in the Wimbledon semifinals. On the distaff side, Simona Halep's first appearance at Wimbledon since winning the title 3 years ago is going just as well as it did the last time. The Romanian reached the semifinals and stretched her winning streak at the All England Club to 12 matches. She beat Amanda Anisimova 2-4 on Wednesday on center court. Well, you knew it was going to happen. Yeah, and it did. The Cleveland Browns agreed to trade quarterback Baker Mayfield to the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, it's a conditional draft pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Panthers will pay $4.85 million of Mayfield's salary, while the Browns will pay $10.5 million. Mayfield agreed to convert the remainder of his $18.8 million salary into incentives to facilitate the deal, which is pending a physical. And the New Orleans Pelicans have, Zion Williamson has hardly played. Yeah, but the Pelicans have signed him to a 5-year designated rookie max extension. Could be worth up to $231 million. Let's see if he can stay healthy. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. And a quick look at the big board. I see green. Yeah, the Dow up 258 points, the S&P 500 up 44, the NASDAQ up 194 points, gold up $6.80 an ounce, and oil up $5.51 a barrel, back up above $100 a barrel. After a miserable couple of months in China, Tesla posted a sharp rebound in sales in June. In its most important international market, the surge came as the world's second largest economy began easing COVID-related restrictions after months of lockdowns in major cities, and as it makes efforts to boost car sales to support growth. The U.S. electric car maker sold about 78,000 Shanghai-made vehicles last month, up 142% from May, according to preliminary estimates. The June sales numbers are up 135% from a year ago. Turmoil in Great Britain. Boris Johnson was ultimately forced to resign as the UK Prime Minister, as dozens of members of his party quit the government after one ethics scandal too many. But his popularity outside Parliament has also been badly dented by surging inflation and stagnation in the British economy, a cost of living crisis that threatens to hurt millions more people this winter, and the risk of a damaging trade war with the European Union. And the markets continue to move in green territory as trying to rebound from, some pretty bad numbers the last couple of weeks.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 107, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low around 76, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Friday, sunny and hot with a high near 110, south wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest. And we have 84 degrees, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Gale.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We have two breaking stories from overseas this morning. Britain's leader has announced he's stepping down, but first to Russia. WNBA star Brittany Griner being led into a courtroom near Moscow where she has pleaded guilty to drug charges. CBS's Jim Krasula has the details.
Russian news agencies reported that speaking through an interpreter, Brittany Griner said she had acted unintentionally because she was packing in haste. She was detained in February at a Moscow airport after vape canisters with cannabis oil were allegedly found in her luggage. The WNBA star and two-time Olympic gold medalist faces up to 10 years in prison if she were to be convicted of large-scale transportation of drugs.
Griner's wife, Sherelle, spoke at a free BG rally at the Footprint Center in Phoenix last night.
I'm frustrated that 140 days have passed since my wife has been able to speak to me, to our family, and to her friends. I'm frustrated that my wife is not going to get justice.
Sherelle Griner spoke with President Biden by phone yesterday, said he told her the White House is working hard to try to bring Brittany home. A scandal in the UK has led to British Prime Minister's demise. Correspondent Vicky Barker says he'll resign.
Boris Johnson accepting that the protest resignations of some 60 cabinet ministers, aides, and department heads in 2 dizzying days had left him no choice.
The herd instinct is powerful. When the herd moves, it moves. And my friends, in politics, no one is remotely indispensable.
Not clear whether Johnson will get his wish to stay till his fellow Conservatives elect his successor. His fed-up party may try to appoint a caretaker prime minister before that. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Former police officer Derek Chauvin will be sentenced at federal court in Minneapolis today for violating George Floyd's civil rights. WCCO TV's Esme Murphy.
Chauvin can choose to speak at the sentencing. At last year's sentencing in the state trial, he turned to the Floyd family and said this.
I want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest. And I hope things will give you some peace of mind.
Since then, he has appealed his state conviction. An attorney for the Floyd family tells WCCO Floyd family members will be in court for the sentencing.
Weekly jobless numbers up a touch to 235,000. Mortgage rates have fallen to 5.3% from 5.7 last week. Dow up 272. This is CBS News.
Dell's Black Friday and July sale is here with savings on top-rated business computers with Intel Core processors. Upgrade today by calling 877-ASK-DELL.
O'Reilly. This is Claudia's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
I had just moved to a new city and barely even knew where the grocery store was yet. When my car wouldn't start one morning, I didn't know who to ask about local shops. But I remembered a name from back home, O'Reilly Auto Parts. I called, and they pointed me to a great mechanic just down the street. Now, I feel a little more at home.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers. When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
New numbers from the UN find millions more people around the world are struggling with poverty.
The report cites a staggering 71 million more people are living in poverty following soaring food and energy prices amid Russia's war against Ukraine. The United Nations Development Program's report also says in low-income countries, families spend 42% of their income on food. But as Western nations move to sanction Russia, prices for staple foods like wheat, sugar, and cooking oil soared. And on top of that, Ukraine's blocked ports and its inability to export grain further drove up prices. Linda Kenyon, CBS News.
Here in the U.S., a Grammy-winning actor and an Olympic champ will be awarded the nation's highest honor.
What law is there say I got to like you?
No. President Biden will present Denzel Washington, Simone Biles, and former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords with the Medal of Freedom today. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.